This week on the Retirement Quick Tips podcast, I'm breaking down the 401k and retirement plan changes coming for 2025. Today, I'm talking about the very confusing changes to catch-up contributions for 2025. Now, in true IRS form, they managed to make catch-up contributions more complicated than it was before. So prior to 2025, if you were 50 or over, you could do an additional catch-up contribution. But now they tiered it. So in 2025, the catch-up contribution is $7,500 for those of you who are 50 to 59, or if you're 64 or older. Okay. And that's if you have a birthday. So if you're turning that age in 2025. So again, 50 to 59, 64 and older, it's $7,500. In addition to the maximum, which as I talked about yesterday for 401k plans is $23,500. Now, here's where it gets confusing. If you are 60, 61, 62, or 63, so anywhere from 60 to 63 years old, the catch-up contribution is $11,250, not $7,500. Okay. Confusing, right? Now, if you're covered by a simple IRA and not a 401k, there is a similar tiered catch-up increase based on age. I'm not going to go into the detail on those, but just know that the same principle applies and the same age differences apply. Adding to the confusion, starting in 2026, catch-up contributions must be made in Roth dollars if your income was more than roughly $145,000 in the previous year. Now, that rule was actually supposed to go into effect already, but the IRS just decided to delay that until next year in 2020, 2 years in 2026. So that's a problem for tomorrow, but just know that that's on the horizon. If you're already maxing out, you're over 50, you want to do additional catch-up contributions, your income's over $145,000, then you're going to need to do that in the form of a Roth, whether you like it or not. And actually, it's not a bad thing. I like the idea. But for now, the important takeaway is that if you're trying to fully max out your payroll contributions for your retirement plan in 2025, make sure that if you're 50 or older, you are aware of what the catch-up amount is. Don't assume that any maximums or catch-up amounts that you did previously in 2024 or earlier are going to carry over into the new calendar year, especially with this tiered differences and how it's higher for those who are 60 to 63. It's very confusing. Take the time to ensure that if you intend to fully max out and fully do your catch-up contribution, that you actually get to that upper limit by the end of the year. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Ashley Michikay, and this is the Retirement Quick Tips podcast.